Okay, the time is now 6 p.m. We will start the Monday, September 15th, 2025 Finance and Purchasing Committee. May I have a roll call, please? Present.
Present.
Bolton. Felix.
Present.
Martinez.
We have a quorum. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from August 18th, 2025 Finance and Purchasing Committee?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Florian, second by Alderman Bolton. Are there any questions to the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item D, public comment. Is there anyone in the public that wants to talk regarding the item that's on the agenda?
Chuck Rextalis, Alderman Newsom, and I have talked. My only concern is that the grocery tax that's coming on the new business agenda tonight was not voted on in the Finance Committee, and therefore never had a public hearing. So I would just be concerned about that, how it got to the agenda tonight without a vote in the Finance Committee.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? No old business. Item 2. Item 3, new business. Item A, discussion only. Ordinance approving and authorizing the execution. Discussion only. Ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of an addendum to a short-term lease agreement for office space located at Waukegan City Hall, 100 North Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. The lease is current to expire December 31st, 2025. The City of Waukegan property owner previously entered into a lease agreement with the Waukegan Business Association and Illinois Nonprofit Corporation, DBA, Waukegan Chamber of Commerce, leasee, for the use of certain office space within the city's building, which expires on or about December 31st, 2025. The City of Waukegan and the Waukegan Chamber of Commerce now desire to renew the lease agreement for an additional period of time not to exceed 2 years, and in the opinion of the corporate authorities of the City of Waukegan, it is in the best interest of the city to lease the real estate referred to herein for a term not to exceed 2 years, starting January 1st, 2026 through December 31st, 2027, and that would be at a cost of $10 per year pursuant to the terms and conditions of the lease. Can I get a motion to discuss?
Motion.
Motion by Alderman Felix,
Second.
second by Alderman Bolton.
It's only a discussion item.
Are there anybody that wants to, has anything to say regarding this execution or short-term lease agreement?
So I spoke to some of the, I have a question.
Alderman Felix, you what now?
So I spoke to some of my other aldermen. What would be, I know right now it's an in-kind, is it like a $10 a year for an in-kind amount? What would be the actual amount that space would cost? Market rate.
I don't know. Can the attorney speak to that?
I don't have that information. Obviously, we could talk with some realtors in the area to get some comparables as to leasable space
Okay.
on a square footage basis, and I'm happy to do that and get that information to you.
Okay. Yes, please.
Is there anyone else that wants to speak on this issue, this item? Yes, Alderman Donovan.
Just with this lease agreement, I think that in the past, we've asked them for information in reference to, what is going on and things that are happening in, I guess, minutes or notes or something from some meeting, or just tell us, what's going on, and they have not told us. So I don't think we should lease to them at all.
Anyone else? Alderman Guzman?
So it was 2 years that we leased them for free, and it was supposed to be a temporary basis, and they were supposed to move on after that, and either they pay market rate or none at all. So I would suggest not. I mean, we're in troubled times right now, with grocery tax being on the agenda right now, and not only that, our sales and food and beverage tax are being hurt right now. Businesses are down. What I discussed and what I saw in parking lots Fridays and Saturdays, which are normally the busy times, parking lots are half empty, tables are not full to capacity. So right now, we really, really have to watch ourselves on what we're spending and giving out. So I think we should not be doing this right now.
Alderman Hayes?
Thank you, Chair. I know I'm not on the committee. Just briefly, I don't think that the city should be in the business of giving things away, whether that's office space or it's money. A Chamber of Commerce should be public-facing, should be out in the community, and we have plenty of vacant storefronts and, even upstairs offices where they can advertise their services. And I'd like to see the Chamber of Commerce contribute to the commerce in the city of Waukegan by occupying one of those spaces. And try to negotiate with one of the local landlords about, getting space, maybe at a reduced amount. But nonetheless, I think it's a bad precedent. We talked about this, I can't believe it's now, that was in 2023. But if we're giving space to one nonprofit, where do we draw the line? Because there's a lot of nonprofits in the city that would love to cut their rent overhead. So I think it's a bad precedent to set. We gave them an extension last time after much debate. I don't think we should continue down this path. So thank you, Chair, for allowing me to speak.
You're welcome.
Can I?
Alderman Martinez?
Yes, sir. On the contrary of what everyone's saying, I think we need to have them with us because they're affiliated with the city, and it gives the city a good look. And any activities we have, whether it be ribbon cutting, they're affiliated to the city of Waukegan. I'm used to seeing a lot of municipalities where the Chamber of Commerce and the city work hand in hand. That cloak closet that they want is just a cloak closet. It's pathetic. That office is so small. And they've given us, they give the city a good image. And I like the fact that they're everywhere and they do their very best and they're very proactive. And so, on the contrary, I think we should continue that tradition with them.
Thank you, Alderman Martinez. Alderman Bolton?
Yes, I just want to echo and validate that. If you ever want to know the status of any events that's going on, that office, Alderman Donnerworth, is open, and they give their office hours. They're always open to engaging in conversation, giving you updates. They have magazines, and yes, they are the link between our businesses, as well as the city. So I definitely think we should support them.
Is there any more discussion? Thank you, everyone. We're going to move on to item B. Ordinance amending Chapter 3, Section 3-14, 3-40, and 3-79 in the City of Waukegan Code of Ordinances, adding the Finance Department as the administrative agency in lieu of the City of Waukegan, the Office of the City Clerk. Can I get a motion on the floor, please? Motion by Alderman Martinez,
Second.
second by Alderman Felix. I think this is just some cleanup because it's been in the finance department for some time now.
It's moving to the finance department, I believe.
Excuse me?
Oh, it's moving from the city clerk to the finance department?
They've pretty much been handling the stuff in the finance
Yep,
department
yep.
already. Yeah.
Yeah, since 2021, it has been with the Office of Finance.
Okay. So this is just some house cleaning in the ordinance. Are there any other questions? Alderman Guzman?
So what is the moving? What is moving? All I hear is been there since 2021, but what's been there since 2021?
You want to speak to it, Deputy Clerk?
Sure, I can certainly speak to that. So the Office of the City Clerk, under the prior administration, liquor licensing was moved over to the Finance and Licensing Department, and this just simply is cleaning up the ordinance so that it reflects the Office of Finance rather than the Office of the City Clerk.
The administrative part of it is always, since 2021 has been coming out of the Finance Department.
Thank you.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Alderman Newsome,
Aye.
Florian,
Aye.
Bolton,
Aye.
Felix,
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you. Item C, a resolution extending the professional service agreement with Robert Half for temporary accounting services in the amount not to exceed $87,000. In February, a senior accountant in the finance department resigned from their position in the city. To ensure processes did not stop, we reached out to Robert Half for a temporary consultant and to fill the role until we are able to backfill the position. We have not had success with finding qualified applicants and will need to utilize the consultant for a longer period. We would like to keep the consultant on until at least January 31st, 2026, next 6 months, to give us more time in our search to complete the fiscal year 2025 audit. The current rate for this consultant is $90.05 per hour. Can I get a motion on the floor?
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Florian,
Second.
second by Alderman Bolton. Are there any questions to this motion? Alderman Guzman?
I mean, the obvious, $90 an hour. Why so much?
You want to speak to it?
Yeah, so this is basically a staffing agency contract. Not the full amount is going to the senior accountant. It is a contract that they are filling that position, but there's more fees associated to it.
So what do? They just give out the billing? Handle billing, or what do they do?
No, they work more with senior accountant roles, which is reporting, and at this point, they're assisting with the auditing process and reconciling.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they're doing the reconciliations, and I think we have 40 different accounts that have to be reconciled every month. So they're trying to get caught up. Alderman Florian?
Sorry, I'm having trouble getting used to this new microphone. I believe when I asked about this, I was told they're mostly doing reconciliations. How many of those?
40 a month,
40?
different accounts per month.
And how long does each one take? Like, just roughly? I mean, like, when I think of my own reconciliations, I mean, it's not.
So I'm not actually familiar with the practice itself. I just joined the second floor finance, but it is very lengthy work that it actually requires multiple people in the department working together along with the treasury department. So at one point you have finance staff, treasury department all working together just to finish like a week, and then they go by week, month by month. So it is a lengthy process.
And this was one of the areas our audit from last year stated we were delinquent in or lax in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And the audit, just for the audience's purpose, the new audit has begun. We got our packets in the mail as aldermen to answer questions and send to the auditing company. So the next audit is in process, but it's always like a year behind, right? So this is on fiscal year '25, right?
Yes.
And we're in fiscal year '26 currently.
5/26.
Okay. And you do have this position posted, right? That you were looking for someone?
I believe it is. We were supposed to check. It is posted.
I'm not sure directly, but I can inquire and get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm trying to push it again. I think they've been having a hard time trying to find a senior accountant. That's why we've had this gentleman for the last year or so. And to hire a senior accountant, they probably wouldn't be making $90,000 a year, but when you add in the benefits and everything else, it may weigh itself out to have a senior accountant, but at this point, you know, we can't wait till we find someone because we'll be so far behind. So we need to keep this person that has been doing it since we lost our senior accountant to make sure we don't fall any further behind. Alderman Guzman?
One more question. Okay, so 87,000 for 6 years, multiplied by 2, so we're paying $164,000 for this?
You said what?
You said 87,000, I caught it very late, but you said 87,000 for 6 months.
Not to exceed
87,000, so you multiply that by 2, because there's 12 months in a year, that's $164,000. Is that what we paid this guy?
As stated before, the employee is not getting that.
Oh, okay, the multiple
money.
employees.
The company gets a portion of that money to take care of their employee too.
Okay.
So I don't know what the company is paying the employee for the work. And I'm sure it's probably way less than $90 an hour.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Newsome,
Aye.
Florian,
Aye.
Bolton,
Aye.
Felix,
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
Motion carried. We have our reports and communications. Everyone has their report. I wanted to read a few things. Water consumption, the Water Division bills residents monthly. Water bill for August for July consumption was 246,670,000 gallons. The billed amount was 1,709,820. Regarding our stabilization fund, Resolution 12R67, the city strives to maintain a balance in Fund 714, which equals 8% of expenditures for a one-month period. Per the report, as of August 2025, the fund balance is $9,272,156, with a requirement of $8,531,952, leaving an unrestricted balance of $740,204. Our video gaming report. Video gaming tax collected for July 2025 is $117,895.20. In 2024, the tax collected was $124,003.02. This represents a decrease of $6,107.82, or 4.9% over last year.
I got a question on that one, Chairman, if you don't mind. Okay, thank you.
August, this is a casino report. August 2025 visitors was 77,894 visitors, sorry. Visitors since it opened is 2,032,584. Gaming revenue at 5% has been, or is $546,608. Waukegan's share is $382,625. Since opening, the city has received $9,292,941. So, and we've divvied out some of that since the 9 million. There's a report on our hotel. There are 14 hotel motel establishments. The August collections total $158,097. This is a decrease of 5.3% over 8,872 over the same period, same month last year. So hotel tax has gone down, video gaming tax has gone down, food and beverage tax collections were $206,484 for the month of August 2025. This amount represents a decrease in collections of 1.88% over last year, which or $3,967. And the push tax. There are currently 10 terminal operators registered. Total reported pushes for July to be remitted in August total 33,000. Is that 33,000 or 33 million? 33,880,000. No, 33,880,387. Expected revenue is $338,803.87, of which we have received $54.99. These numbers are self-reporting due to pending litigation. Not all terminal operators are currently filing. Others have filed under protest, but have not remitted their full push tax amount. That's just a few of the reports, monthly reports that we get. I'm going to let her, because she's on the committee. Alderman Florian.
Thank you, Chair. I have two things. I'm curious with our food and beverage reporting. I know that's confidential information, but we see that every month. And I know some people pay monthly, but some people pay quarterly or yearly. Is there a way to designate on our report? Because sometimes it just looks like someone's not paying. And it's, if they're a yearly one, that's why they're not paying. But otherwise it looks like they're just not paying. And so is there a way to like asterisk it or put a, monthly, quarterly, yearly, like a MQY or something so we know what they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be remitting?
Yeah, I can speak to that. So currently, right now, the finance department is working with the licensing director. So together, they're either creating new reports or they're adjusting the current ones that we have. So I can go ahead and pass that as one of the requests in our wish list of reports.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then I think one of the reports you didn't highlight, Chair, was the budget to actual. Did you talk about that at all?
No.
I just want to point out we're at the point of this report, which is the end of July, 25% of the year, 1/4 of the year has passed. Our revenues are at 27%, so our revenues are up 2%. And our expenses are only at 15%. Now, some of our expenses are not always weekly or monthly, so that can somewhat, but it's always good when our revenues are ahead of schedule and our expenses are behind schedule. So I just want to point that out, that we're at 27% for revenue, 15% for expenses, and 25% of the year is currently complete. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alderman Guzman.
Push tax. Okay, so you said we've only collected, what, $54? So what are we doing to enforce? Because, I mean, it's already been through the court system.
It's
Is it-
currently under litigation. So That's currently part of the litigation. Yes,
For
They're
enforcement?
contesting that it's unconstitutional and invalid, and Waukegan's been at the forefront of that fight.
I thought it already went through the court
It's on
system.
appeal.
It's on appeal again?
Yep.
Okay. Is there any way to add, when this is done, litigation fees onto this? No? How about interest on the money that's owed?
I think the ordinance does call for penalties, so, I mean, at some point in time, I would, and I don't want to get into discussing litigation
Oh,
out here.
I
but
can talk to you
At some point in
afterwards, no
time,
problem.
you know, there will be a discussion as to, I would think, some sort of resolution as to the past amounts.
All right, thank you.
All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Alderman Florian, second by Alderman Bolton. We are adjourned at 6:26. Thank you.